Hello, this is Tony Sampson. Welcome to an ode to Fleetwood, Summer and Parched Peas. It's put together to take a journey back in time, particularly for the kids of the 60s and 70s. It's done with humour and I hope it makes you smile and maybe a little tear or two. Enjoy. Thank you. I was born a lad in Fleetwood, didn't know it at the time, that this here town was magic. Amongst the magic was the grime. But that didn't matter at all. It was part of it all, you see. Trawlers off to Iceland to catch fish for you and me. The 60s and 70s I do so remember. Fleetwood at its prosperous best. We all got a job, you know. Some were better than the rest. Before work, did you go to Bailey? Oh, that posh one from the 11 plus. The invisible line at Bailey Library. Boys and girls that school didn't trust. Until it came to the summer, let out on the playing fields for birds and bees, making all kinds of mischief, grass stains upon our knees. Roy Rogers matinee on a Saturday, I'll be a cowboy, or just dream. Jubblies and pink bubblegum, selling creamy Walls ice cream. Friday was our chippy tea, cod haddock, pudding or pie, a barm cake and some mushy peas. Can I have some scraps? I hear you cry. Courting was a lovely time, trying to sew some things called oats. Fumbling around, not getting it right. It's not easy in hats and coats. To my first party off I went. Party fours and Buffy grub. I drank woodpecker cider. Heads are spinning. Oh, no more love. Those volley vonts and pineapple chunks stuck on a stick with cheddar cheese. Trying to chat up that nice bird with that big hairdo and white knees. Apprentices of all kinds in all the skills and trades that kept Fleetwood going from fish nets to gutting blades. Worked my apprenticeship down at Robertson's on Dock Street and the fish dock, making big winches and fixing trawlers, clock on before 8 o'clock. My hands got so black and mucky, me overalls too went from blue to black, swore feger and sand to clean 'em. It's grand when looking back. The men got me a running at break time, down Lord Street to Mickleback's for pies. Hot and juicy pork ones, for hungry blokes, not guys. Boris then was nets, JW was a fish. Strange to think it now, but oh, how I would wish. Wouldn't it be magic if Fleetwood would get back to its prosperous times and days, with so many pubs and happy people being served creamy pints on trays? Remember the bloke coming round the pub, basket of wicker and shellfish up for grabs, selling prawns, scallops, mussels and things. Somebody shouting, "Have you got crabs?" Oh yes, do you remember? Sidings Road, the smokehouse place. The smoked broken fish was cheap, you know. That tasted proper ace. Next door, I think, was the rock factory. You could buy cheap them broken ends. Had to get the best price for me toffees, for me little bit of spends. Something grew big in the meantime. You could suck a fisherman's friend, but now the whole world sucks and tastes that rare old menthol blend. Doreen did the business to put Lofthouse at the top, the international remedy that makes your coughing stop. So many things have gone that I wish would come again. The lifeboat station, pubs and pier, the sound of an anchor chain. If I were at the top of town, hearing the Maroons, there's one bang, oh, and then there's two, I'd leg it as fast as I can to the lifeboat slip to see it launch with its brave crew. Brave men out to save those in danger in the bay. As the lifeboat went down the slip, we'd shout, "Good luck, lads, hooray!" Don't know how Fleetwood councillors think, So much destroyed, and oh, we wept. The lifeboat house could have been a heritage centre, no thoughts for future kept. For times gone by, it slid to sea to rescue those in peril, the men that died to save them all, but now that land is sterile. The children's paddling pool, Fleetwood bass and bloody cold. But to us hard kids it didn't matter, hey, but that's not the truth being told. Me kid's contract in me pocket, coppers, towel and a big sarnie. We had it made them days as kids, but some thought us kids were balmy. Walking home from Fleetwood baths, young and fit I strode with ease, stopped at Rimmer's for iced lollies, Vimto and Parched Peas. At Easter time we'd paint boiled eggs, roll 'em down the mountain, break the shell, to make a wish and hope it comes true. Did yours come true as well? I remember those proper summers, wearing shorts under a sunshine sky, digging lug bait and setting night lines to catch some fish for Mum to fry. The paddling pool was busy, with little feet and loving mums. Now it's gone with everything, until the memory comes. The helter-skelter of Corrigans, the bumper cars and train, the kids of now would love it so, if he should ever come back again. Professor Aubrey Gray giving wishes on the prom to those that pay. He was right when he told me mine, because I met her one fine day. He said that you get married, but that one was not to last. You would meet the right one over an ocean, and boy did that one come to pass. Do you remember the boating lake, you know, the rowing and power boats? Turnstile click and off you go, wishing me copper with 10 bob notes. Tough deckies would sometimes find themselves chucked upon the deck, much worse for many pints, didn't want to keep in check. Sailed to Iceland for 3 weeks, their wives would wave and weep. Then only home for 3 days, oh, the dangers of the deep. The fishing industry took the lives of many men and true. In '63 it took me grandad, and I still think of you. Wives hope their men come home again, live through the gales and foam, wishing maybe for another way, for the breadwinner to come home. But they said, and rightly true, that fishing's in the blood, a dangerous way of living that only tough men could. Some mums got the terrible news that their husband was lost at sea. That unholy loss, her world falls in, an empty chair for tea. When later years arrive, counting blessings 1 by 3, Fleetwood is the best place. Being born there, I was free. Going to flaky school in short trousers, me fag cards and me stiffy cards were mean. Pigeons knocked down or farthest, stiffies came from the big red weighing machine. Girls would play hopscotch or elastics, tuck their skirt in knickers tight. Us lads would sit and watch 'em, thinking they looked quite all right. In our own ways we grieve for Fleetwood. What's gone is not coming back. Iceland pushed her fishing limits and gave Fleetwood a heart attack. Everything stopped, all those jobs lost. A reporter said, "What are you going to do?" "Well, my friend, we're Fleetwood folk. Whatever happens, we'll see it through." For all that's come and gone, this lad has memories bright. A Fleetwood sea cadet and bandsman, winning trophies left and right. A lad from Blackpool town asked if we pray before our dinner. "Don't be daft, we're blessed, you know. Me mum always cooks a winner." Was blessed to see Fleetwood so busy. Trawlers packed both docks. Lumpers unloading fish with ice at ridiculous o'clock. Working in a dangerous way that never would be allowed today. Fishing crews and teams all truly earned the shillings in their pay. To close this little ditty, I'd like to thank and say, I love you, little Fleetwood, a giant in your day.